Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Chat. I saw somebody say that those are funny looking palm trees, and I was like, I literally could not agree more. Those are funny looking palm trees. All right, let me get. I can't see my audio. I know it's working, but I can't see it. Oh, there it is. All right. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I haven't even smoked a joint yet. You're getting Jake like fully alert and kicking it. I have joints with me though. We're mentally ready. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Good afternoon to the chat. What up, Tori? How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Pookie, Drew King, Victoria, Ramirez, Kala, Sortalist, and Hope for Life, Simon, Pablo, Christian, Pookie, Vandeem, Diana, good to see you. Methodic, Chris, Victoria, Harnor, Pookie. Oh, guys, what is up to the squad? ZPs, yo. What is good? Sniper, yo. Smoked a joint for my first time in like a year. Got wrecked. Dude, I know that feeling. Trust me. The first joint back after a minute is that's the danger zone. That's the danger zone. I'm doing good, guys. Thank you so much for being on here. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure whether I was going to do a stream today. I know I said I was going to do one yesterday, but then I just didn't know what time I was going to do it because I have a meeting for Project 365, guys. People are already inquiring. They're like, "Jake, let me get a meeting with you." I'm like, not surprised. I'm trying to act like a big old professional over here, like I know what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Let me let's do a meeting. Saturday 1:15 is kind of a crazy ass time, but nonetheless, I have a meeting on the agenda, and I was like, well, let's knock out. I would love to do a little Saturday study sesh. This is going to be a little bit of a mixed stream. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. I don't know how much more my brain can think about charts. So we're going to do just a little bit of charts today. We're going to cover everything a little bit. We're going to cover a little bit of everything today. Chart wise, and then I want to look through some of the other streams, find some good clips. I want to chill. I want to test some music, smoke some joints, just kind of hang out. It's almost like a Saturday vibe, you know. We're just kicking it. We're just hanging. You know, I think there's only so many more lines my brain can say about charts, but I want to give a few minutes for everybody to trickle in. Let's get a little YouTube slop AI background music going. There we go. That's perfect. Just a little lo-fi tunes. Dude, guys, how's your weekend been so far? Have you guys been doing anything fun? I called you some baking currently. Enjoy the baking. Oh yeah, Tori and I are gonna have to set something up soon for sure. It's been a while since we've done a collaboration, Tori. We got to figure out when are we doing something. When are we doing something again? Good morning. Good afternoon, guys. How's the weekend been so far? How's the weekend been? Sleeping, dude. I feel that. Guys, I've been going to bed lately at like 10:30. I don't know if that's normal for most people. I usually go to bed on at midnight or 1 a.m. I usually struggle to go to bed so early. Lately though, I've been kicking it at like the 10:30, 11 p.m. It's good, bro. It's good. Let me see if that withdrawal hit. I'm pretty sure it hit. I didn't even check yesterday. Yeah, here we go. Via Ninja Trader, we got a $55,000 withdrawal. I withdrew even some of the balance I was trading with. It's great, man. It's great. Truthfully, dead ass. That particular $55,000. Again, I have guys. I'm very honest, and you guys. You see the course I sell. You see that I'm a partner and stuff. I have other sources of income, but for whatever reason, right now, I'm using all my trading profits to pay my bills. Rather, everything else is just going into different accounts. Trading profits are paying my bills. I'm not gonna lie. That 55,000, like half of it's gone. Half of it is allotted for rent, giveaways, salaries. Like literally, like I sent a wire of 30 of it to my mom, and my mom is my like, she helps me just like keep cash allotted for certain things and pay certain things. Like, I don't know. When you, I'll be honest, I like hiring my mom. I'm sorry, I hired my mom. She helps me. She helps me manage some money stuff. I think that I keep it in the family. I keep it in the business. But yeah, I sent her a wire for like 30 racks, and I literally was like, please keep this aside, because come April 31st or April 30th, I have bills to pay, and I'm gonna reach back out, Mom, and I'm gonna tell you who to send what to where, and she does that. So I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's the trading profits have been, the withdrawal has been great. I'm not really getting to like have a, granted, again, I'm not trying to act like that's my only source of income. Obviously, I have other sources of income, but those are mostly just sitting in Puerto Rico bank accounts right now. Meanwhile, that 47 racks is being distributed around to various sources so I can pay my rent, pay my salaries, buy more giveaway accounts. We need at least 100 more giveaway accounts. We're moving through the giveaways that we have very quickly. Today, we're going to be doing a giveaway account, of course. So, no, I love my mom. She's always pushing me every time. The other reason I do this, guys, every time I send my mom like a check like that, or not a check, obviously, it's like a wire, right? But every time I send her a wire like that, I tell her, I'm like, just stash some away that like, you know what I mean? Like steal 5K and put that into whatever you want. Jake and Loretta's savings account, or just keep it for your, like, just do whatever you want. Just like siphon off a little bit, save some of it for me every now and then, take a little bit for you. Like, let's just, you know, so no, we're great, man. My mom is incredible in that front. She's super helpful for me. I learned that from Steve Will Do It. Somehow he has his mom manage all, he has a lot more money than me. He has his mom manage it and keep it in the family is the vibes that we stick with. All right, guys, let's take a look at some charts real quick. Let's just check out some charts, do a little review. Because holy hell, man. I mean, I ever so briefly looked at the charts earlier today. And dude, I mean, are we going to stop moving up at any point? I actually, at the bottom of my heart, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Let me put up free agent banner. Hey, any firms that I work with? You want that spot right there? Let me know. No, I for real, I asked myself the question on this chart. I'm like, where do we go next, man? I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure. Let me rephrase that. We're for sure going higher. We are literally for sure going higher. Yes, it was very aggressive. It was very fast. This is overtly bullish. Right now, I agree, guys. I agree 1,000%. I would much prefer a pullback to here and then go. Right? Like, I'm with you. I'd prefer that pullback. But let's be honest. Did any of us think that this was going to happen this week? All right, straight up. Let me see if I can put a poll in the YouTube chat. Let me see if I can put a poll in the YouTube chat. Did we not all expect chop? I literally want to pass this as a poll. All heart, all fog, baby. All right, so do me a favor, guys. See if you can throw that poll in the chat. Or see if you can answer that poll in the chat for me. Like, last week on this candle that was circled, which was last week's candle, everything from like Monday through Friday of last week, I expected that to be a very choppy candle. I expected like a little, you know, a little bullshit, little biatch candle, to be blunt, you know? I expected like a little sideways doji. You know, didn't we all? Guys, didn't we all? I think we had all kind of made the assumption that we were like, oh, The market moved up so much last week. It's going to go sideways. Yeah, man. Like, I think most of us expected the sideway. I'm seeing the poll in the chat right now at about 66% expecting chop. I was expecting chop. And on some level, we got a little bit of chop, but not really, bro. Like, this is a pretty clean fucking trend. And we, yet again, closed at weekly highs. I'm wondering if we're going to gap the fuck up on Monday. Like, and it leads me to one of my points that I really wanted to make during this Saturday study sesh. Because last week guys, at last week's study sesh, I basically came on here and pleaded with you all. I was like, don't short, bro. Just go long. That was basically the entire vibe of last week's study sesh, right? But I think what this week is telling us is like, yeah, that's basically the impression that I am getting from the market so far. And we've said this a lot, but now we're kind of like feeling it as well. This trend is going to go a lot farther than any of us think it will. Let me get back. Right? Like, truly at the bottom of our heart, this trend here on the QQQ, this is going to go so much farther than we think it can. So I'm hoping we get any sort of pullback, any sort of sideways consolidation, any sort of thing. But I'll be honest with you, I have no expectations. If you told me that next week we end with another candle like that, at this point, I think I have to say that's a real option. I literally have to. And here's the thing. I think a lot of traders out there look at these really big all-time high moves and they're like, oh man, I just got to stay out. Like, I've just got to wait till the market calms down again. Like, this is too risky, blah, 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 blah. And I'm literally sitting here and I'm just like, what the actual fuck do you mean? Sorry, not to be crude and stuff, but like, truly, what the hell do you mean you got to stay out of the market right now? I understand what you're saying. The market's at all-time highs. Sometimes you like, we as human beings, we, you know, we're skeptical. We're like, oh, can we really keep going farther? Everything in the world is so shitty. Like, why can't we, why, blah, 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 blah. No, guys, this is when money is made. I'm telling you, the last month is when money is made. I will probably have a month throughout the rest of the year where I make no dollars or I lose dollars. I will probably have a red. I haven't had one yet this year, which is surprising. Normally my January is red or February. One of those two is usually red. I haven't had that yet this year. Granted, January I didn't trade very aggressively. Regardless, putting all things aside, I expect to have a red month at some point in the future, right? And what I personally would be expecting is during one of these like bullshit months, I'm gonna go red and I'm gonna take some losses and I'm gonna get caught in some chop, and that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna shoot some shots aiming for all-time highs, like all that. Those red days are probably gonna annoy me a little bit more because I'm gonna look back at them and I'm gonna be like, dude, the market didn't even look good, to be honest. It looked like a piece of shit. The daily chart looked like literal AIDS, and I apologize to anyone with AIDS. I'm not trying to make fun of you. You know, Magic Johnson's clearly a very successful person. So I'm not, by no means am I mocking of those of you out there with AIDS. I'm just saying this chart objectively looks like AIDS, okay? Which again is, that's not what we want, guys. That's not what we want. So I would be mad at myself for, you know, putting on real risk during this. That's what you really want to come to grips with is you shouldn't have the expectation that you're going to make a lot of money over the next few months because After that, you don't want to necessarily have the expectation that you're going to make a ton of money over the next few, however long period, like the next little, but you just want to be willing to shoot a shot, right? You just want to be willing to take a risk, willing to shoot a shot, because this is the time to do it. Right now, the hesitancy that I say that with in the sort of update that I'll make, right, is you don't just want to be slingshotting every day, guys and gals. Like, for example, Thursday in the market was a day that I intentionally kept it very chill. We had a really large breakout on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we were getting a gap that was kind of funky, right? Not every day, I'm saying, should you be going hard, right? To literally just look at Wednesday and Thursday, for an example. These 2 days. Wednesday had a clear breakout of these two inside bar days and a lot easier of a rationale for us to be looking for longs. Thursday was following a breakout day, right? And getting a small gap down on this bar, right? So inherently, I would judge Wednesday's trading action and Thursday's trading action as different quality. And I don't think that's rocket science to figure out, right? But the reason I mention it is that I'm saying I do think that now is the time to take risks. That doesn't mean every day is equal and you should be slamming all of your risks on every single day. I'm just saying, if you told me you took a little bit of a bigger risk now than you did during this choppy action, that's smart. That's worthwhile. I think that's the right way to approach it. Right? So that's that kind of some thoughts I had on this chart. Give me 1 second here. I had a text message pop up that I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring. But that's really the kind of main thoughts I had on the charts this week, was just reiterating the risk models and the risk principles. And also that the truth is the market is, I really don't think it's done going higher. At this point, we probably go to 700 on the QQQ. I don't know how fast we get there, but I would be shocked if this just straight up reverses and does it. Do you guys remember when I bet my left nut that we weren't going to fill this gap? Was anyone a part of the streams? I don't know. I think that was on Kick. Was that on YouTube? Was that like first day on YouTube? No, I don't remember when that was. No, we weren't on YouTube yet. I made the bet. I said, guys, and what was hilarious, it was honestly one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. During this day, I made a bet. I said, guys, if we go back down and we fill that gap today, I will cut my left nut off and I will send it to somebody out there in the audience. Anybody remember that? It was on Kick. Epic, bro. Epic. That's right, Ron. I'll close the poll right now. We got the poll. We got 60 votes. That was epic. Guys, I'm kind of willing to say the same. First of all, it was hilarious that during this little red movement on that day, there was people out there in the chat who were like, Jake, your left nut is at risk. Your left nut is at risk. I'm like, guys, my left nut is fine. Okay? And since that moment, the market has gone straight the fuck up. Do you realize why I was so confident in betting my literal left testicle? I mean it at the bottom of my heart. I felt that confident in that bet. I feel the same way in this. We're eventually we're going to pull back and refill that gap and all that. Yeah, of course. Always eventually we get pullbacks. Right? But for now, I would be genuinely shocked if we reverse this action. All right. And now the real The real question is, can we hold these former all-time highs? We're so far away from them that in my eyes, it's like, yeah, obviously we're going to hold them. We're $30 away from them right now. Even just to get a pullback into those former highs would be nuts. I do think that, and I hope that we clip this, because what I will say is, guys, during these parabolic runs, the one thing to be careful is eventually we're going to have a day like this, where I'll call it a puke day. The market's just going to puke up. The market's just going to puke up some of these recent gains, and it's going to wipe out like 3 or 4 days in one short selling day. That tends to happen after these parabolic runs. If you take a look at gold, it had something similar, right? Parabolic run, puke day, right? Parabolic run, puke day. It happens when things are moving straight up. They have parabolic runs and then puke days. And I really believe that the market at some point will have something similar to that, where it just pukes up some of these recent days' gains. Few pieces of warning / advice I'm going to give in order to not get, this is actually incredibly valuable, guys. I'm begging you to listen and take notes on this. All right, so as the market continues to get more and more and more and more up, right? You want to limit your stabs that you take place under the opening print, because any long you take under the opening print, as we get more and more parabolic, on the last few weeks, I've been willing to take those. As we get more and more parabolic, I am less and less willing to take those under the OP long stabs, because eventually we're going to get one of these types of days that's going to puke up all of that action and offer a really bearish short. It's not going to be the change of trend. It's just going to be one puke day where over leveraged longs get caught up. It happens every time we have a parabolic run. This is going to happen, right? So in order to prevent yourself from getting caught on that, you're going to limit your under the opening print stabs. 2, in order to potentially catch it, you're going to use less than 9, all right? Which is for us is an intraday relative weakness setup, right? We're going to want to see something on a 15-minute chart. Here's a good example. Markets do not have big downtrending days without offering 15-minute entries. This 15-minute entry, well beneath the opening print. Even though it had a little retracement, it worked. This 15-minute entry worked. This 15-minute entry worked. So not only are we going to do that, literally I challenge you all, scroll back to any day on the daily chart. This is, if you've ever wanted to stop having FOMO and making revenge-based decisions, revenge trading-based decisions off early action FOMO, this is how to stop it. Go look at any big green or big red candle. On basically any of them that you will find. I don't know the exact math, but I'm pretty sure it's about 95 to 97%. And that's not based on any back-tested data or nothing. That's based on Jake's ridiculously photographic memory. I remember shit that you guys say in the chat from 3 years ago. I remember this too, right? 95 to 99% of big daily chart candles If you switch to the 15-minute time frame on those candles, there is a catchable entry on that move. It's not within the first hour. It's usually not a giant stop loss. It may not be the biggest R multiple winner, but it's there, it's straightforward, it's clear. If you have FOMO about missing moves, the 15-minute chart will save your goddamn life. And let's just put this to the test. I'm looking at Friday's candle right here. Jake, that looks like a big enough trend candle, doesn't it? All right. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. It's not excellent, but I see a 1, 2, 3 right here. Again, I prefer buy setups and pullbacks, so that's not a dream. But I also see some entries that have triggered. They're so strong, though, so you'd still be holding them. These are swing trade entries. All valid setups and triggers. Again, these, I would still be holding these, but valid. Let's scroll back another day. Ooh. Sorry. $15-minute trend day. Move up, move up, move up. 15-minute entries. Even end of day had another 15-minute entry. If the market is going to trend that day, the 15-minute is, generally speaking, going to offer an entry. 95% of trending days, real trending days, have a 15-minute entry. They just do. It's just math. It's just math. So that's my Saturday study sesh for you all today, my friends. Nothing too rocket science here. I'm still bullish on the market. I'd love a pullback at some point to these former all-time highs. Everybody would, though, guys. And you know what every single person who's doing analysis right now is doing? They're doing this. Oh, well, if we can get a slight retracement into the former all-time highs and show that we're holding the former all-time highs after that slight retracement, but we get the retracement because markets need to be healthy and they need to make moves back to blah, blah, blah. That's what everyone's fucking saying. Everyone wants that retracement. Yeah, because obviously it would be pretty. Like, bro, how often does the market make shit easy? Basically never, bro. Basically never. My guess would be that we get a gap up on Monday or Sunday night because we close so strong. We spend Monday filling that gap, being weird, bullshit action. It's not going to be fun. All right. I think we're now in the portion of it that's a little bit less fun. We're now in the portion of these all-time highs runs where we're a little bit more cautious for the puke day too. Everyone wants this, guys. Every single person who's ever read a technical analysis book in their life is able to do basic, well, we could get a retracement to the former all-time highs, and then that retracement would prove that, well, it's like, yeah, obviously, I want that too. If it happens, I will be fucking ecstatic because it will feel too easy, right? But I just don't necessarily expect that. I think this week is going to be a bit more of a headache. And now at this point in the all-time high run, at this point in the run, what I am being skeptical of and not skeptical. I don't care about catching it. I really don't. What I want to avoid is getting caught in a puke day, right? Because if I get caught in a puke day, I don't know about you all, but personally, it would be, those puke days are really hard for me. I sometimes give back weeks of profit in one puke day if I'm really on like a bad streak. So I don't want to be involved with it at all. I don't want to be involved with it at all. And what that means for me over the next chunk of time is, one, limit my under the open print long stabs. I have to be willing to take some because we're at all-time highs and you can find longs, and I have to be willing to take some, but I need to limit my risk on them. I need to limit how many I'm willing to try in a day. I need to basically the mindset I had last Wednesday where I was like, I'm catching, or last Thursday, where I was like, I'm catching this long no matter the fuck what. I gotta watch. That mindset is now a little bit more dangerous because one puke day and I could give back way too much profit, right? So now with the further examining of this chart, my thought process is be willing to keep trying longs because I think this can go higher than most of us think. I don't think it's going to be a perfectly healthy pullback, but I'm now starting to be cautious because I do not want to get stuck in that puke day, right? The last thing I want to get stuck is in that puke day. Yeah. So that's really where I'm at with the market right now. That's really where I am personally at. All right, my friends, how are we doing? I don't prioritize those. And if you are a mastermind student, you can ask me those questions, or a member, you can ask me those questions in the Discord. No, I've nothing to prioritize. Good morning, my friends. How we doing? Cole, pass the first eval. Let's go, baby. Oh man, that's super awesome, bro. Let's fucking go. Don't talk bad about weed. No, I love weed, guys. I'm down to smoke a joint. I have a joint right here. Well, you know, a thingy-majig. Oh, I gotta figure out how to get a treadmill. I gotta figure out how to get that. Guys, everyone, I'll show you guys. Everyone just assumes I can find a treadmill on Amazon. It's hilarious. I love you guys. I wish I could show you without giving away my address. I can't, sadly. But no, I've looked on Amazon a million times for a fucking. I looked on Amazon a million times for a treadmill. I cannot find one. They do not deliver to Puerto Rico. It's so sad. We tried Amazon. Raj, what are you doing here, bro? Aren't you supposed to be taking at least a little bit of time off, bro? Ron, you're supposed to like sleep for the tiniest bit, right? It's crazy. They don't ship to Puerto Rico. Someone said go to Costco. I might need to go to Costco. Guys, the problem is I don't have a car, and any rental car I get is not going to be big enough to fit a treadmill. Like remember, it's a treadmill, you know? Oh, it's making waffles watching this. All right, now I get that wrong because I do the same thing. I do the same thing. I literally I will be like listening to your streams as I'm like taking a walk throughout the night or cooking dinner. I just listen to it. I'm just addicted to everyone's stream. Same with Lamelli in the afternoon. Let's see. Do they have Home Depot? I'm seeing it looks like it. All right, all right, all right. Oh, fuck these guys. No, but that's literally what I have to do, guys. I have to rent a truck. Also, so many responses. I love you guys. So many people were responding and they're like, just walk on the beach. Just walk on the beach. Yeah, guys, no shit. Come on now. Obviously, I want to walk in the beach. I don't just want to use a treadmill. It rains, guys. It rains a lot. It rains so much. You know? It rains so much. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, let me find out. We're gonna do 2 giveaways today. If I can find the codes. I don't know if Connor stole this one or not, but we're gonna try one. Ron posted a video on how to run the giveaways. I haven't watched it yet. Sorry. That was supposed to be today's job. We're gonna do the old school giveaway style where we just spam the chat and I pick a random one. But we're gonna do 2. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. We're gonna run 1 early right now. And I'm gonna hey. I'm letting Ron G enter this one. All right? Ron G's been working hard. Ron G is allowed to enter. All right? Spam the chat. Say something. You don't know when I'm gonna pick it. Spam the chat. Spam season, baby. Spam season. Let me turn on the, hold on, let me turn on the giveaway song. Hold on, I gotta turn on the giveaway song. Turn on the giveaway song, Jake. Turn on the giveaway song. Cut this AI slop bullshit off. Where's the giveaway song? All right. Spam. 3, 2, just kidding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alex Guzman. Alex Guzman 6919. Alex Guzman, baby. Alex, have you won recently? Or ever? If you haven't won, this win's all you. If you have won, we're gonna give it to somebody else. But I don't think you've won. I don't remember that name. Alex, my dog. All right, can you do me a favor? Shoot me a message on Instagram real quick. Let's get you sorted before we move on to the next segment here on the Saturday streams. Guys, when I first started Project 365, I thought it was only going to be 6 days a week for sure. Because I thought it was going to be 6 days a week for sure. But I didn't really think about the fact that some of these other hosts might be down to do a Saturday. Which I think we'd be super lucky to have them on. So we might end up being, I just don't want to promise it because then everyone wants it, you know, every time. And some Saturdays I might want to sleep in. I've been streaming every day for like 3 weeks straight right now, 2 weeks straight, which is kind of crazy, but kind of sick. All right, Alex, let's see. Let me find you. I'm sorry, am I missing? Did you message me something saying you don't have an Instagram? Oh fuck, let's play Ark and smoke a joint. That sounds great. This method is low-key racist, Rich. Insurance Group, what up, baby? All right, Alex, I'm sorry. I'm looking for a DM from you right now. I'm trying to find it. I just want to sort it before. before I give away to the next one. What's nice, I saw someone comment and say, you should like check that they've been watching all the streams, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna lie. Usually what I do is I click and I can check your channel activity. Alex is super fucking active in the channel, bro. That's so awesome. So I'm happy. He's very happy he got a winner. Now I just need to find you in Instagram DMs, which I know sometimes can get a little lost. All right, let me take a screenshot of his username so I just have it saved. Shout out, Alex. Let me get the song back on a little bit, just lower volume, you know? Get a little background tunes. Guys, I will be doing another giveaway today. Right now, I just want to, we've had a good Saturday study sesh. Now I want to have a little vibe sesh. I want to chill, just kick it. I want to get Alex his funded account. Alex, can you send another message in the YouTube chat? I haven't seen one from you in a second. Is the best way to reach you Instagram? My Instagram. Just texted your Instagram. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, let me see where I can find it. Hidden request. There it is. It's got to be in this hidden request. There we go. I got you, baby. Oh, man, Alex. Guys, I'm sorry, Alex, I don't know if you wanted me to share this or not, but I just got to say it. Man, he was learning to trade a little bit before Project 365 started from Lomeli. Cousins with Lomeli, now Project 365 is here. Bro, that's so awesome. You've been so engaged in the channel. I'm really grateful for the support. That's fucking amazing, man. That's amazing. Tradeify 50K growth. Let me know if it works. This is so... Bro, that's so awesome. Alex, dude, huge shout out, bro. That's amazing. That's so fucking sick. Oh, guys, I love when we get a good winner. I love when we get a good winner in the chat. All right, my friends. What we're going to do now for the next little bit, I just need to play some music that I want to know if it's copyrighted or not. So YouTube will tell me after the stream if it's copyrighted. I'm just going to chill for a little bit. I want to go through and I wish I had my Xbox logged into this computer over here. I would just be playing some Xbox, but I kind of just want to chill, take it easy, smoke a joint, have a little Saturday vibe. If you weren't on earlier, go ahead and go ahead and scroll back a little bit on this recording. You'll be able to listen to the Saturday study sesh. I basically just go over what I'm looking for in the market. Next week, some stuff I'm mentally preparing for, some stuff I'm mentally, it's a good little 30-minute study sesh, 40-minute study sesh. Now I think in the last 20 minutes here, guys, I think we're on vibe check. I think we're just vibing. And really what I would love to do you guys have any moments from one of the things I'm trying to do that no other streamer does is run like a clipping campaign. So people have asked, somebody responded, they're like, Jake, when you say that this Project 365 has like costs and stuff and all that, like what's one of the things you're referring, like what are you talking about? One of them is is an editor on a clipping campaign, bro. We're trying to push out like five short form clips a day of from the stream. So I'm trying to see, is there any moments that you guys remember specifically that where you were like, oh man, that you're like, okay, yeah, you gotta make a clip about this. Yeah, Alanu, we definitely have goals to add some podcasts. We definitely have goals to add some podcasts eventually. Really what I'd love to have is I'd love to get some co-hosts eventually and just have a little bit more conversations in there. I'd love to do a little live podcast filming at night. I think there's a lot of different ways to kind of go and draw more people to it for sure. Oh shit, okay, I gotta make a Google Doc. Hold on, let me get a Google Doc going. This is facts. Somehow I'm searching Yahoo right now on my other fucking... What the fuck is happening? All right, here we go. All right, guys, I'm trying to make life a little bit easier on my editor and give best moments from weeks 1 and 2, Project 365. I think for sure, what was that, 424, yesterday's stream, heat check. I think we probably got to make a reel just fully about the heat checks, you know? 15-second chart. Texting your ex. That was pretty fucking funny. Those are funny clips. I also want to get some like real clips. Let me pull up the chat and pop up the chat. The Rolling Stones might be copyrighted. This is what we're trying to figure out. So right now what I'm doing is I'm playing these songs. They'll be okay for like a little bit of time, and then if they're copyrighted, I'm gonna get warnings about it after the stream is over, right? And so right now what I want to do is test out songs that I think are copyrighted, but I'm not sure, and no, then I can add to my copyright-free playlist eventually. So now we gotta do a little have you ever seen the rain, you know? Frank Sinatra when you got the Max win. Oh God, okay, that is actually a good one. 422. That was kind of rude of me, but I did need to lock in. You've lost the privilege of watching my charts. That was a funny line, and that one could go on the Rake in the Wild page that I actually think that was actually pretty good. Emily, we got to do Emily as a whole. All right. These are good joking moments, guys. What about like, even from other stream hosts, any like educational moments? I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Because we can use. I think one of the things we can do is use AI to look for the point in time where something was said. So if there's something where you're like, damn man, like, Alan was saying this one day, or Ron was saying this one day, and it was super, super valuable. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I can go to Sarah, Jake, create you a song or remix them. Oh. Like I could remix Beast of Burden? Like make a like AI version of it? Ooh, Ron G's Dow trade. Yeah, Ron G's. For sure. Which that was I think that was this one. No, it's not that one. Oh, his YM trade was last week. But this was his ES trade, and I caught NQ, my big winner on this one as well. Yeah, this was a really nice trade. Now I'm showing you you crushing it, Ron. You're crushing it. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, Ron G. I gotta start putting the dates in the stream titles. Yeah, I like. Someone said Lomeli's. I think he clipped that a little bit too. Lomeli's morning routine. That was really valuable. The proprietary gamma indicator. I know. Next step for Mitch is to build that for sale. Next step, Mitch, is for you to build that out for you to sell that yourself. All right, guys. All heart, all fog. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being on the Saturday stream. This is basically just a vibe at this point. I am giving away an account later when we end. I'm sorry if I'm keeping you on because you want to try to win that account. I guess, I mean, let's be honest. That kind of is the goal. I want YouTube's algorithm to bless this stream. In order to keep you on, I'm giving away an account at the end. But it's like a mutual trade-off, you know? It's a mutual agreement. But I do want to hang for a little bit, so I can't just go straight to the end of the stream because I'm trying to hang. Ah, gang. Oh, dude, this is great. This is great. Ramirez, I love that. Oh, ooh. Trading saved my life. No, dude, and guys, and I before, here's the crazy part. I've played, this is for sure copyrighted. I've played that Best Day Ever by Mac Miller. This is actually serious. This is a serious moment for a second, guys. I've played the Best Day Ever by Mac Miller and done that morning routine for months. Right? I've been doing it for years in my personal life. I took some time off it, but years in general in my personal life. I have been playing Mac Miller pre-market every day on Kick for months. And I don't know what came over me that one day, bro. I really don't know what came over me that one day. But when I gave that speech in that spiel about how trading had saved my life, it came out of nowhere. That was not planned. I'd never said that. I've never said that before. I've never talked about that publicly. It just something came over, and it's so true, man. Trading did save my life. And it's not, I think when people say that whole save my life line, a lot of them mean it for something different. Like some people were on a bad path, for example, right? And trading saved their life in the sense that it got them back on the right path. That wasn't the case for me. I was never really on I did some degenerate shit, but I was never on a bad path. I was never on a bad path. Well, that's not, I mean, again, some degenerate shit. You could call that a bad path. Point being, I was never, trading didn't save my life in terms of keeping me off the street, stuff like that. But it did because I've never done a job, even my job that I thought I loved. I thought I loved agriculture. I thought I loved weed science. I thought I loved studying plants. I have a degree in it. Some of you don't know that. I am literally an expert in invasive plant science. An absolute expert in invasive plant science and the science behind it, the labs, GMOs, pesticides, all that. I am literally a true college degree, graduate level expert in that field. I got no passion and excitement for it, bro. Even when I thought I did, I really thought I did. I thought I loved it. But I would wake up every day and when I was at work, I would try to, I don't know if this makes sense to you all, but what I would try to do is fast forward time, which sounds fucking stupid, right? But for me, what that meant, the longer I could go without checking what time it was, the better usually. Because if I were to check what time it was, I would usually be pretty fucking pissed that it's only been 6 minutes since I last checked and that I still have 7 hours of hell left. So what I would try to do is anything I could do to make time go by faster, which is just such a terrible way to live because in life, I feel like the real goal is the other side of it, right? Like you should be enjoying the moments you have and being like you don't want you want time to slow the fuck down. Now in my life, time moves too fast. I don't have enough time. I don't even have enough time to watch all the movies and TV I want to watch. There's so many movies and TV I want to watch. Guys, I want to go back and watch all of the Marvel movies. start to finish in order before the new ones come out. I don't have time for that. That's too much time. And that scares me at the bottom of my heart. Isn't it crazy that I was previously living my life the other way? I was previously living my life trying to figure out how I could make this stuff go faster. And trading is the first job or thing ever where I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I need things to go faster. I feel like it gives me chills thinking about it, talking about it, bro. Sorry. I mean, it's just like, how lucky, how blessed am I, you know, to find my thing where I don't want to speed up time. Because previously, that's all I would want to do. I just want to fast forward. And that's really sad to say. It's really hard to think about, man. Anyways, sad vibes over. Happy vibes are back. The sky is the limit, as Mr. Biggie Smalls would say. We made it, bro. Warm round of applause for the notorious B.I.G. I'm gonna put a star by this one. This I think is a really good one. I might make a separate video about that on my camera. Oh, man. Woo! All right, guys, hold on. Sorry, you gotta decompress for a second after that. The crew is lame. Oh, gang. All right. Let me make sure too. I want to. Hey, Alex. I want to make sure that this account works. Oh man. Chat. I love you guys. That was awesome, man. Let's see. I know, more meetups, man. More meetups. Fuck, man. Ronj, I love you, bro. Go have a great day. Let's get a little Mac Miller in the beat. Sky's the limit, and you know that you just keep on pressing on. Oh, wait, I can't do Mac Miller yet because I know Mac Miller is not copyright. We'll be fine playing him. I gotta try some new songs. Give me that suggestion again on Monday. I'm back with it. Oh, I gotta know if this song is copyright or not. What about Drake? This is also one of my like top 5 all-time favorite songs. Good afternoon, my friends. I appreciate you all so much for being on. We got one more giveaway to run.
Don't think about it too much. There's only for us to wash it through.
Okay, please check BTC. Yeah, why not? Dude, do you guys trade Bitcoin? I'll be honest. All right, let me pause. Let me be honest. Tradeify launched a crypto wing. They want me to do Saturday streams. They want me to do Saturday streams for them. Do you guys have? I just thought my audience wouldn't have interest in it. But like, I'm not opposed to. I'm basically going to be working for the next year of my life anyways. You traded on Tradeify crypto. Wow. Man. Man. This looks hard because it's just in a range. I haven't backtested how the levels work with this. Man, I don't know. This looks pretty hard to trade right now. I don't know. My gut would say because of how this is a range, though. This is a tough range. This is a really tough range. My gut would say longs back into the upper end of the range. That's a really ugly 15-minute bar, though, so we could trend lower. Well, the futures markets have always been closed Saturday, right? The futures markets have always been closed Saturday. I don't know. They didn't plan to bring that. They didn't plan to open those up on Saturday, I don't think. I don't know if I've ever read any plans for that. That would be insane. I hope they don't do that, honestly. I need my Saturdays. Jay Colley, Jeff, what up, my brother? They said that March, April last year. No, I don't think I'm going to take the Tradeify position. And by the way, it would still be streaming on my channel. They just like I'm not going to go. I'm not taking a at this point. I'm not streaming for nobody except for Jake. Unless they give me a big ass deal. Yeah, meet up soon, guys. I'm trying to figure out. Let's go back to. Let me see if I can find the meetup list. Where did we have it? Where was it? It was on. So this is the rough meetup list for this year. Problem is, I have no fucking time or clue when I'm going to do any of these. Right now, I'm in Puerto Rico. Right now, I'm in Puerto Rico. And that's where I live. Yeah, I live in Puerto Rico. That's my house. Yeah, baby. Jake using trading view to take notes. Literally though. This is the rough list. If you're thinking about moving to Puerto Rico, if you want suburbs and like settled down family vibes with a nice house, Dorado. It's expensive, but Dorado, that's where I'm at. If you're trying to live more in like a city, San Juan for sure. I might move to San Juan. I haven't decided yet. I love Dorado, but it's very settled down, and I'm not. I feel like an old man, dude. I walk to the beach twice a day. You know, what is expensive? I think it just depends on what your definition of expensive is. Remember, I'm from California and I just lived in New York. So to be honest with you, Dorado, not Dorado Beach, that's like the Jake Paul, Logan Paul area. That's super expensive. That's not where I live. Where I live is cheaper than New York and California, is what I'll say. But it's still, you know, my house is worth $1 million. I don't own it. I hope to buy it at the end of the year. Well, I haven't decided yet. If I want to stay in Dorado, I'm just going to buy this house, assuming the owner is willing to sell it to me. But I do have something in my contract that says he can't sell it to anybody else without me. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to buy this place. I have to buy something in order to stay in alignment with my tax decree, which recently got approved, by the way, my friends. One of them did. And the other one I'm still waiting. But can we get a couple W's in the chat for that? Can we get a couple W's in the chat for that tax decree coming in, baby? Let's go. It normally takes 15 months. My lawyer told me that mine was the fastest he's ever seen. I think they like rake trades, baby. Huge W. So, guys, I can't emphasize enough too. I'll be blunt. This project, this is why that's part of the reason that I want to ultimately, like, I've been blunt about this. You know, one day I would love to make a ton of money off this, and hopefully that means maybe even being bought out by a bar stool or something like that. Because in order for any of this Project 365 to work, I have to be in Puerto Rico to afford it. Just like to commit to it for a year, the basis of everything I'm doing, the base level costs. I'm taking a lot of my tax savings that I'm having from being here versus in New York, and that is overall how I'm justifying funding the project. This is impossible without me being in Puerto Rico. So that's one of the other reasons I would love, just because percentage-wise, margin-wise, like it's just not possible. So that's why one of the reasons I would love, transparently, you know, I would love one day for Barstool to buy this or something like that, or some crazy exit, you know, something, not exit, because I'll still be working and doing it, but I'd love to get a fat paycheck would be the word for it. Because this is not possible without me being in Puerto Rico. It's really not. It's just not possible. If I was in New York still, the math, like it just doesn't work. There's an equation, it just doesn't work. So it's not a loophole by moving to Puerto Rico. You can look up something, and I'll just look it up. Right, so Act 60 is an act that Puerto Rico has put together and this is actually something that Puerto Rico has been doing since the beginning of time. It's Puerto Rico, it's actually a really, really interesting history. Since their existence, they have been, one of the ways that they have survived and attracted economies and like economically done well is attracting businesses with a low tax incentive. So in the 90s, especially like pharmaceutical companies would relocate to Puerto Rico and then pay no taxes and put all their products in the United States. And eventually it was Bill Clinton that did the math, and companies like that, it was costing the United States like $5 billion a year by letting Puerto Rico offer that to pharmaceutical companies. And so they slowly phased it out over a 20-year span. And then eventually what Puerto Rico did was, in order to replace that, because once that went away, they lost a lot of economic growth and development. What they eventually started to do was they offered this incentive called Act 60. So if you're an investor or if someone who runs a very specific style of business, which I happen to run, I run a business where my customers, the people, you know, some of you all, if you're a master renter and all that, you don't live in Puerto Rico. So I am serving people outside of Puerto Rico. And so because of that, I qualify for Act 60. And I pay 4% business tax now, starting as of like a few days ago. And the trading taxes is weird. I applied at a weird time. They're just changing it. It was previously 0% on all capital gains, but you had to apply for that one by the end of last year. I waited to apply for that one just because with that one comes the rule that you have to buy property. I wanted to be here for like a little bit to make sure I wanted to buy a place here. So unfortunately, in that decision-making process, the rule got changed or is in the process of changing from I don't know whether my trading profits will be 0% or 4%. I don't know whether it'll be 0% or 4%, but either one, I'm fucking happy. Yeah, you can rent up to 2 years, but you have to, if you can't like rent for 2 years, then leave and get the benefits. They'll take them away. If you're doing the trading one, there's business one and trading one. If you're doing the trading one, you have to buy. I personally looked at it and I was like, if they raise me from 0% to 4% because I waited to make sure that I wanted to buy in Puerto Rico, I'm okay with that. Yeah, guys, if you thought I made any money in New York, I love New York. I basically made very limited money for 2 years. I just paid taxes. I paid my overhead costs that I have to run my business. I paid a lot of money. Think of all the money I spent on events and giveaways and all that last year. That definitely it was strategic because those were business expenses, but at the same time, like, it doesn't matter if they're business expenses if you're just spending all your money. It made I ran the numbers with my parents and we did the math, and I was like, guys, if I stay here, let's just say I somehow make $10 million over the next 5 years, I get like none of it. Like I just basically get to keep none of it. And if I go to Puerto Rico and I make $10 million, I basically get to keep like most of it. I like, my parents were really not happy at first. I mean, I was just moving far away, somewhere in the Caribbean. Like they, like I love New York so much, but like, I want my kids one day to not have to worry about money. Now, they're gonna worry about money. They're gonna be raised the same way I was, where it doesn't matter that my parents broke the cycle. My parents were the first ones in their family to make some money. It doesn't matter. Me and my sister learned the hard way of what hard work is. My kids will be the same way. That being said, if you're telling me I can move to Puerto Rico for half the year, and I'll be here for more than half the year, but you're telling me I can move to Puerto Rico. If all of my highest dreams and hopes work out, each of my kids can have a fucking $2 million bank account just waiting for them when they turn 35 or whatever age we deem right. For me living in Puerto Rico versus New York, it's a no-brainer. I'm looking at my future kids while I'm here, and I'm like, I don't even have them yet. I don't even have a wife yet. I literally don't even have a wife yet. Lot of candidates on that front. No, I'm not trying to act like there's actual progress there. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking about them, and I'm just like, it's an opportunity, man. It's a no-brainer, The only thing is, guys, I have to be careful about going back to New York a lot, because I go back to New York. I go back to New York a lot, and that is dangerous because New York specifically will try to tax me. They'll try to claim that, like, there's so in Act 60, there's something called a closer connection test. So not only do I have to live here for more than 6 months of the year, they can't go check and find out that I actually live I actually live closer to New York. So here we go. This is where life facts matter. Right? So like, I currently don't have a lease in New York. I don't do anything but I go there a lot. My friends are there. If I were to go back and do like a month straight streaming in New York, that's a huge problem. So I can't do that. I have a streaming setup there because I'm close friends with my landlord, and my friends took over my apartment. So like, I have a streaming setup I can use, and I can do spot days there. But I did a week straight earlier, and I think that was a mistake. Like, I don't think I should do that again, because I just don't want there to be, because then none of this is worth it, right? Like, I'm truly trying to set my future kids up for fucking generations. None of this is worth it if if I fuck that up by going to New York a lot, right? Yeah, exactly. They'll see my Uber Eats orders and all that. So like, exactly. And they're gonna check. You kidding me? If New York catches me, they'll get a fucking 6 or 7 figure check. Of course they want to find me doing something wrong. You know? So I'm not fucking with it. And I'm using New York as a Pierre d'Été. Like, I'm allowed to go and visit. I'm allowed to have a social life. Like, that's the way I'll phrase it. Let's see. What up, Greg? Yeah, I'm in PR. What up, Greg? Oh, you're in Sabanera, dude. You're like 5 minutes away from me. Super close. Safe. So short visits. So this is what I basically can't do. I can't spend extended periods of time there and stuff. You know, here's what's so fucked up. I could, if this was Florida, I could spend exactly the other half of the year there. They wouldn't give a fuck. But they care, bro. Florida's very safe and easy. So I don't know him personally, but I imagine like TJR, I know he lived in Puerto Rico, or lives in Puerto Rico, and also goes back to Miami a lot. Probably makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Because Miami doesn't give a fuck. Miami truly doesn't care. And why? It's just the fact that New York is so dummy aggressive, you know? New York is aggressive, bro. Like, if they think I'm a resident, they'll try and tax me. So I got to go get my license changed, because right now my license is a New York license. So this is it, you know? So it's tough, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, all my friends are in New York and California. I thought this was a trading stream. Dab on retest. Get the fuck out of here then, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Dab on retest. Get the fuck out of here. It's Saturday. We already covered charts. It's fucking Saturday. We're streaming every day. Lick my balls, dog. Also, we already covered charts for a long time. We covered charts for a long time. Enjoy it. Get the fuck out of here then, bro. I wish you nothing but the best, dog. Craziness. All right. I don't know. That's one of the things. I don't know if I'm gonna. That's what's hard about this. So far, Puerto Rico really feels like I just work here, you know? And so I think that like I don't know if I'll ever like build a super strong social life here. I'd love to, but I'm also so focused on work that like I do think it'll be a little bit more. This will be for me of like where I'm. I don't know. Yeah, I know Lanto and Brian are here. I've met them before. I've never met Lanto. I've met Brian. He seems like a nice dude. I just whenever you hang out with other traders, you end up talking about trading, and I'm like, I don't really want to talk about trading. You know, like I just want to kick it and smoke joints and like. So I don't know. Even like, for example, one of my best friends in New York is Zach Austin Trades. We like very rarely talk about trading. We literally very, very rarely talk about trading ever. Me and fucking Zach. And we like are best friends. We stay in the same place when I'm like there sometimes. Like yeah, it's hilarious, bro. We like never talk about trading though. And I think that's like when you're real life friends with somebody, after you've both become profitable, you don't talk about it a lot, I guess. I know at the end of our days, sometimes we'll be like, we will talk about trading. That's not, but you guys get my point. It's not definitely not the most talked about thing. I don't know. What I really want to do, this is why I think I might move to San Juan, and shout out to Al Pacino. You probably shouldn't be saying on YouTube you don't feel like you live here. When did I say I don't feel like I live here? I never said I don't feel like I live here. I said that I like to work here. I said that's. Wait. I never said I don't feel like I live here. I said I don't want to talk about trading. I don't want to talk about work. Even in New York, I don't want to talk about work. In off hours, is what I'm saying. I think you misinterpreted what I was saying. Because I'm not saying that I don't feel like I live here. What I'm saying is that I don't want to connect and hang out with traders nonstop, which is a lot of the people who are here are traders, entrepreneurs, like all that. That's why, if you'd let me finish my damn sentence, I am thinking about moving to San Juan, which is more of a city, versus Dorado here, which is more of like where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now is very much like it's families. It's settled down families. You know what I mean? I'm not, right? And so if I want to develop that social circle, Mr. Wall Street, bro, no one thought that but you. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, bro. How to piss someone off 101. How to be annoying. Are you one of those people that just like would rather get the last word in a nag than like accepts the other side of it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because if you're listening to it, the whole stream, I'm very clearly living here. I'm not saying that I don't live here at all. Where I live in Puerto Rico is hard to develop a social life at my age because it's a lot of families that are settled down. And where I'm considering moving in Puerto Rico is a major city where I'd have a lot more opportunity to develop a social life. Guys, you don't have to say the IRS. I'm well aware that the IRS is listening and is going to audit me. Guys, I'm not, it's not really the IRS. It's going to be New York. It's going to be New York specifically. New York is going to audit me. New York is going to watch all this shit back. New York is going to look into it. Yes, 100%. Because New York wants a 6 or 7 figure check from me. I'm not going to risk it. Is what I'm saying. That's why we just covered this whole thing, you know? I'm truly not going to risk it, guys. You got to spend 183 days here. You got to spend 183 days here in order to qualify. I'm going to spend like 250. You got to have closer connection tests. We'll have a Puerto Rico license. My bank is set up here. I stream every day from here. Project 365, my business, has streamed recordings every day from here. I'm not experimenting and hoping I get lucky. Believe me, whatever the baseline is, I'm going to be well over it. You need 183 days? Perfect. Here's 250. Oh, I should only spend 100 days in New York? Okay, I'm spending 75. I'm not fucking this up, bros. It's not worth it for me to fuck this up. I promise you. I promise you. When they audit me, I'm gonna be ready. I got my lawyer. My lawyer's locked the fuck in, you know? Oh man, I love you guys. I wasn't even planning to chill this long, but I just I loved you, man. That's fucking crazy. I love, dude, I do need to figure out if they pour a good Guinness in San Juan. There is an Irish, I think there is an Irish pub. See, okay, why is this on Yahoo right now? Are you guys seeing this? Why is my Chrome using Yahoo as my fucking search engine? Okay, here we go. Patrick's Irish Bar. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't see Guinness so far. I just see Sam Adams. Let's scroll through these pictures. I'm begging for a Guinness fucking tap. This is not a good sign, guys. I haven't seen it. I'm seeing a Samuel Adams sign on the wall. It was definitely not Irish. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't really like beer. Besides Guinness, I don't really like alcohol. I like tequila sodas when I'm trying to get drunk, but I don't like drinking at all. Why is there no one commenting that if there's Guinness or not? Is there other Irish bars in Puerto Rico? Shannon's Irish Pub. I don't trust that name at all. I don't trust that name in the fucking slightest. One of my first girlfriends in 8th grade was named Shannon. Bro, I literally don't know if they have Guinness. Okay, how do I get out of, all right, hold on, I gotta pause the screen for a second, because what we're not gonna do is get deeper into this fucking, what we're not gonna do is get deeper into this fucking Yahoo search. How do we get back to Google? No, why is it searching fucking Yahoo again? All right, if I type in AMD, why is it, okay, do I change that? I don't want Yahoo. Why is that Yahoo right there? I didn't know Yahoo was alive either. What the actual fuck, bro? I don't know how to get out of this either. Why am I, what, do I, Google? Okay, let's Google something. Okay, Logan's Irish Pub. I think these are my 2 shots, guys. I think there's Patrick's Irish Pub and Logan's Irish Pub. Does anyone mention Guinness? The best American, guys, no one has says Guinness. Mercados Pueblo. Bro, I might need to rent a car, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, Meek Love, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, guys, dude, thank you so much for hanging on the stream. 120 of you have managed to hang on for this long. You know what the time it is. You know what time it is. We got to give away the best account possible. The best account possible. Which is, in my opinion, of the accounts that we have to give away, the Alpha Zero ones are, they're just the most expensive. You know, we straight up, let's see. Let's see where we can find the, yeah, guys. The winner of this one will get an Alpha Futures 50K zero account. Those are $120 a month right now, even with the biggest discount, which is code RAKE, if you have any interest in using them. I love Alpha Futures. These accounts are awesome. It comes out to $100. And someone's basically about to win $100 right now. So thank you so much for showing up to the Saturday stream. I'm pretty bad with HTML. They are 1 day to pass. Let me see. There's no consistency on the eval. Yeah, buddy. The Shamrock Bar in Puerto Rico has it. Hold on. Hold on, guys. This is urgent. This is urgent. The Shamrock Bar. Hold on. Guinness on tap. Guinness on tap. Oh my God, guys! I gotta DM them on. Instagram. They have live music too. Where the fuck is this place? Where are you located? Oh, this is crazy, guys. They don't have their address on their Instagram page, though. I have no idea where they're located. Oh my God, it's so far away. It's Wait, with this is this even Puerto Rico? This does not look like Puerto Rico. Am I crazy? Is this Puerto Rico? I was gonna say that doesn't feel like. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not Puerto Rico. That's near Morocco. Okay, well, this is. Don't act like guys. Don't act like I took us to the wrong island. All right, this is where it says it's at. Guys, you can't claim that the. I didn't. This must be Puerto Rico. This must be like Puerto Rico. Okay, yeah. This is Puerto Rico. There we go. That's the issue. It's in Spain, guys. Bottom right here. Right here. It's in a neighborhood called Puerto Rico. Patrick's has it on draft. We are dumb. We are collectively dumb. That was a user operator error on our own fault. No trip is too. That's fair. But if I'm taking a trip for a Guinness, I feel like I should go to Ireland, not Spain. All right, guys. All right, my friends, do me a favor. Spam the chat. Just post. I've got my mouse. I'm going to be moving it. I'm going to land on a name. Alpha Zero, 50K account. Up for grabs right now. I can't believe, dude, how funny was that, bros? We were all looking, we're like, where is it? Where is it? I DM'd them on Instagram. I asked, where are you located? Spain. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, what? Smirkrop. Smirkrop. Have you won? I recognize that username. Smirkrop. Have you won recently? Smirkrop. Oh my God, guys. The universe is so fucking cool. Smirkrop, was it your birthday yesterday? And you're on stream on Saturday after your birthday? Dude, guys, okay, can we all just be super fucking happy? That's a huge W. Not only have you been active in the chat, dude, that's awesome. That's so sick. That's so awesome. Do me a favor, shoot me a message on Instagram right now, just with like a screenshot of your YouTube profile. Dude, that's so sick. Let me get you the code right now. Wow, that's an awesome one. The universe has been so cool. Wow, man. Oh yeah, guys, can we real quick? What are the likes even at? Can we run this up to 100 likes for me, my friends? 2 giveaways on a Saturday. I didn't even expect to stream, and here we are running 2 giveaways. That's awesome. I'm just waiting. I want to find the requests real quick. the message from Smirk to get them the account. Let me try and find it. Oh, Shannon! That's so awesome. And you sent me such a nice message the other day. Dude, this is so great. I am so happy you're the winner. Not that I don't want everyone to win, but it makes me so happy when someone who's been so supportive of me, and it was her birthday yesterday. Dude, just so incredible. Let me get the link right now, too. Wow. Oh, daughter is an MM student. Dude, oh my God. I love the universe, guys. Hold on. I love the universe. Hold on, my cat. All right. I literally love the universe. Guys, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Saturday stream, Project 365. Again, I'm not committing to Saturday streams for forever, just because eventually I'll be doing trips. That being said, I have an amazing team of stream hosts who all you guys all know, of course. And I mentioned to them yesterday, I was like, well, would you guys ever be interested in running a Saturday stream? And the feedback was positive. I'm thinking Mitch might be running one next Saturday, just based off the convo we had yesterday. So maybe try to hint to that. I'm starting to hint to that now. Maybe next Saturday, we might have a Saturday study stream. Very Gamma specific. Give him a chance to dive even deeper into those thoughts with you all. So, guys, I am so grateful for every single one of you. I love you. You're fucking rock stars. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Yes, 116 likes. Let's go. On a Saturday stream is crazy. And yeah, I love you guys for real. Have the best rest of your Saturday. And I will talk to you guys all so soon. Love you guys. Gang. I love Project 365.